Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Dancing with the Stars.
Is that what we were watching?
I think so.
Didn't seem like it.
Well, tonight, each celebrity did 2 full dances, and one of them was a trio. And the third person was either a pro that was already kicked off or someone from the troupe.
Right. So they had a corny celebrity opening. Val had a foam finger. Who did the spread eagle jump?
I don't remember.
Was it Corbin? His legs were unattached. It was crazy.
So America had to vote for which couple had the best move in the opening.
Right.
It didn't mean anything, so...
I would have voted for Corbin, I think. Just because of that spread eagle, but...
I don't know if I was even paying attention.
Who cares? Let's talk about the celebs. Up first, Amber and Derek with a quick step. Well, she's at a little bit of a disadvantage because she ended up blowing out both of her knees.
Yeah, not just one knee. She's got problems with both knees now.
But you'd never know it because I thought she did a really great job.
Yeah. I thought maybe compared to some of her other performances, it was lacking a little bit of, like, glimmer or...
I thought it was great.
Power, but I still thought it was great, especially compared to some of the other people who were left. But...
Well, Derek had a crazy flip in it, too. That was sick.
One-handed whatever that was. So, the judges were basically like, you're awesome, but...
You suck.
Yeah.
You made it harder on yourself. You were just too good. Now we have to be harsh on you.
They're not using an even scoring system for everyone, so it's not fair.
It was ridiculous that they got across the board 8s for 24.
Come
B,
on.
S, and all the letters in between.
All right.
So then, for their trio, they asked Mark Ballas, excuse me, would you please join us for a salsa? Yeah. Too bad it wasn't a salsa song.
They danced to a merengue. There were a lot of weird musical things going on tonight.
There were.
I mean, like, that's doable, but, like, we'll talk about some other stuff later. I was like, what?
I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I thought it should have probably been a 30.
I thought so, too, but they got a 27. Again, ridiculous.
So they ended up with a 51. What?
That's crazy
sick.
low for them.
That's silly.
Yeah, so next up, Leah and Tony, they started off with a tango.
She is a total Susan Lucci this season.
In what way?
In every way.
Okay.
Except that, well, Susan Lucci is like this big. Leah's like this big.
I think their personalities are different, too.
Well, I don't know. Well, they dance really slow and watered down.
Oh.
Let's put it that way.
Well, she's just realizing, I could be a contender.
In Bizarro World...
I don't know. You never know, because this season is so whacked out.
This season is on
She really does have a
cocaine.
chance.
It was sloppy. Sloppy.
It wasn't awful, but they got a 27.
It looked like her bloomers were going to fall off at one point, and she was just like, ugh.
No.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
27.
So their
All right.
trio, they asked Henry to dance with them, and they did a jive.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Their concept, let's just say, they were
was a
supposed to be the
parody.
judges.
But what do you do when you can't dance? You go for the laugh.
So
Which is
Leah
what they
obviously
did.
was Carrie Ann. Tony was Bruno, which was my favorite.
And Henry was Len, and the jive was awful.
Yeah,
Awful.
the acting was
Awful.
great. It was hilarious, but her technique in jive, woo.
It was bad.
Those kicks and flicks were...
But they were rewarded with a 27.
Oh, that's me! 9!
So they ended up with a 54. They blew Amber and Derek out of the water. All right, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills right now.
Next up, Corbin and Karina, they started off with a slow waltz.
Great job, but were the musical numbers tonight like a lot shorter than usual?
I think they did shorten them because they're having them do 2 full numbers now. So I think they were like, we'll make this shorter for you.
I guess. I mean, it was like barely 50 seconds,
It seemed very short, but I really loved their waltz. I thought they should have gotten a 30, but they got a 28.
Well, they asked Whitney to join them for a jazz routine, and it was definitely the best of the night.
Yeah, they all contributed to the choreography. It was a fun, like, Fosse jazz.
Yeah. But I think Carrie Ann's drunk again because she said it was the best ever in the history of the show, all 17 seasons.
What? I mean, I'm sure it's up there, but like...
The best ever? Come on.
Isn't this like the 17th season?
Yes. Yes. So they got a 30 for their efforts, which was well deserved. But she would have given them a 30,000. All right.
So they had a 58 for the night.
Jack and Cheryl started off with a Viennese waltz. It was okay.
Like we said, every week, basically, he is much better in ballroom than Latin.
He's a dancing teddy bear, but if you would listen to the judges, it was like he invented the dance. 29! We're handing out the 10s.
Come on!
There was no way a 10 paddle should have been shown.
Suck that booty in.
Yeah, really. So then they asked Sharna to join them for samba.
It's kind of like a jungle theme, and he was supposed to be protecting Cheryl from Sharna, but then all of a sudden, all three of them were dancing together, and I was really confused because everyone looked so happy, and... What?
It was okay, but he's not good at Latin.
The technique was not air.
25.
Yeah.
So they ended up with a 54, middle of the pack. Oh, shoot. I can't even... Bill and Emma.
Let's talk about Bill and Emma. They started their night off with Charleston, and it was scary.
He's a really bad, stiff, stomping toddler.
It looked like he needed to put some oil in those joints. Oh.
21. 21 was kind.
He didn't have the swivel.
That was kind. He didn't have anything.
The timing was off.
Nothing was good.
All right. Let's talk about their salsa. They asked PETA to join them. So it's like Team Australia.
He was Willy Wonka, except he's not Australian.
Well, I mean...
They were.
Yeah.
Tag Team Australia.
Yes.
So he was Willy Wonka. There was some giant fake candy lying about. The whole thing was disastrous.
Yeah.
Because it sucked.
You couldn't say that.
And because there was no salsa in it.
I'm sorry, but what?
So another 21.
The judges were basically like, okay, bye. I think they felt that too. They were like, all right, this is it.
This is your week. 42 for you.
All right.
Total. So, enough for that one dance. Although they probably would have given it to him if they could.
Yeah, so they're like way
down the line.
down.
All right, Elizabeth and Val, last couple of the evening.
They started off with the Viennese waltz.
Yep.
I like the thing where they were like cake toppers or whatever for a wedding. But that song was not in 3 or 6 or anything. That was in 4.
The best part of this was when Val was like, I want you to shut your trap and just listen to me for a change. Bulgy eyes. Just shut up. I'm
like,
the teacher.
Confused how they were doing a Viennese waltz to a song in 4.
It wasn't successful, but they still got a 26.
Right. And the last dance of the night was a salsa with Gleb.
Gleb Sevchenko. It was a little sloppy.
Yeah. The choreography did look pretty difficult.
I think it was a little bit too much for her to handle.
There were some
she was
fast,
falling out of turns.
Very fast passages where it looked like she kind of like flubbed a few things, but they were like, "This is your best dance ever," which I don't agree with.
No.
They got a 30. Let's talk about results.
All right. Well, they had a 56 for the night. Middle of the pack again.
No, I think that made them second.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Second from the top?
Yeah.
Wow, check that out. So the results, bottom 2, not necessarily, are Elizabeth and Val and Bill and Emma.
All right, so we were thinking, like, this is finally
his
the
night
week for Bill and Emma. They've made it this far.
Well, tribe has spoken, and Elizabeth and Val were cut loose.
What?
I think she pissed her pants.
Bill and Emma are like the Black Widow of this competition. Yeah. What?
Val had to talk down Elizabeth after she realized she wasn't coming back next week.
It was sad. These celebrities.
It really was sad.
They get so invested in this.
And Bill was just like this.
Yeah, you could tell
I got a fishing
felt
trip
really bad.
to go to.
Oh.
I planned on a fishing trip this week. I thought I was going to be off.
So next week is the semifinals.
I never thought
that we would
half
see
of
this
these
collection
people
of people.
would be in the semifinals. Never. Never.
Shocking season with
It's
eliminations.
been an incredibly shocking season. Guys, let us know what you think in the comments, because are we taking crazy pills or what? I sure hope not. I'm going to go down to the meth clinic in a minute. Till next time, much love.